Okay, so I just want to make a quick video as like an overview on training structures. There's basically two ways to look at this. You can have structured training or unstructured training. So a structured program basically has, some kind of organization to your movements throughout the week, and your intensity and your frequency and volume and stuff. And then an unstructured approach, obviously, you just play and do what you want. Um, Obviously, the structured approach usually produces better results. That's not always the case, but just to give you some basic guidelines on program structures and stuff for working out, beginners, intermediates, and advanced. So obviously the programs are going to differ between those three stages, if you will, and as you work out for a longer period of time, this kind of goes for any skill or any discipline, but the way you practice it is going to have to change as your ability increases. So, yeah, just kind of find the right camera angle. So, generally, what happens is the main thing is that as you get more advanced, you're going to learn your body better. You're going to be able to make your own decisions. But in the beginning, so an advanced athlete's going to have a very complex program that they kind of regulate because they know their body and they do whatever. Generally, they can recruit a lot more muscle fibers. They're stronger. They have they're utilizing more weight. There's higher risk for injury, strains, whatever. They might need higher training volume, more variation, like switching up the exercises and stuff. So it gets more complicated. Beginners, you can pretty much throw the kitchen sink at a beginner and they'll be fine. You can give them whatever, they'll progress. You get newbie gains. It's awesome. It's fun. It's like a honeymoon phase. Intermediates are somewhere in the middle where you have to start using some kind of structure, but it doesn't have to be like a robot. You don't have to become a machine. But, for instance, a beginner, might be working out full body just all the time, 2 to 3 days a week, just always full body. And an intermediate might notice that, well, if I do full body, they start needing more training volume. So now they have to start splitting, they have to start separating the different movements into different days because you just can't give the best effort training your whole body all the time. So general recommendations. This is no hard and fast rules. There's nothing like set in stone about this, but just stuff that I've heard and that seems to work okay. Beginners might do well on 2 to 3 days of full body, and then an intermediate they might be able to use that as well. But they might want to go for something Alex Viada does. So you do like an upper day, a lower day, and then a full body day. So that way you kind of get a heavy day for your upper body and your lower body, and then you get a pump kind of day for your full body where you can just do everything lighter and go for blood and pumps and stuff. So you're kind of stepping into the advanced territory by having heavy days, but you're still in the beginner stage because you have like a lighter pump play day. So that can work. And that's a mix of like upper, lower body and full body. But yeah, upper, lower, that's another split. Obviously, you could do 4 days a week. So you can hit a muscle group or a movement once a week and be fine, but twice a week works better for a lot of people as well. So as you get into an intermediate stage, like in the beginning, you had 2 to 3 days of full body. Well, now in order to hit stuff twice a week, you might use upper, lower, separate, your efforts between top half of your body and the lower half, but now you're doing 4 days a week training instead of 2 to 3. So upper lower is usually, that's 4 days a week. That is a heavy upper day, and later in the week you have a lighter upper day, and then you have a heavy lower day and a lighter upper. So it could be like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Say it's heavy lower, light upper, and then you have your light lower and your heavy upper. This is kind of a similar structure like what Westside Barbell does with their conjugate training. They'll have like max effort and dynamic effort, upper lower. So anyway, or whatever they do, but that's kind of the idea. So another option, I talked about full body, upper lower, and then push pull legs. That's another one. So obviously the issue with that is if you want to hit it twice a week, hit everything twice a week, you're going to end up training 6 days a week, which is a lot and it's not fun. I don't think that's really ideal for most people. I think most people are probably going to be better hitting muscles once to twice a week and doing so in 3 to 4 days a week. And And then, yeah, so advanced athletes, obviously very complex. They need a lot more variation than that. Things can get complicated. They might not base things on a weekly structure anymore. They might base things on a 4-day rotation or a 5-day or even an 8-day or 10-day, whatever. So this is just mainly talking about strength training structure. So generally, you get more and more structured as you go along. But yeah, you need more intensity as you go from beginner to intermediate to advanced. You're going to need more intensity generally because you can use more intensity. You're getting stronger. You have more weight you can play with. And then you need more volume. And the frequency is kind of up to you depending on how you recover. So, yeah, just general thoughts, general recommendations. Nothing hard and fast, just some ideas, things to think about. And I'll think I'll leave it at that. That's pretty simple and straightforward, so I won't make it too complicated. Hopefully that was helpful.